button. Hello, guys, and welcome back to our game time decision here on the Max Wager Network, also on Picks and Parlays and the Earl Sports Bets YouTube channels. And we've got a little bit of a show. No Lenny today, dealing with some personal stuff. So best of luck to everything over there. I hope everything goes over well. Yeah, no Lenny today, but we do have me and Nick. Hopefully that works out for you guys. But no, let's look back at yesterday. Squad bet did not work out. Wow.
Picked the wrong over.
Yeah, we picked the wrong over. One game was 19-12 or 17-12, and the other one was 40-33. Guess which one we picked?
I'm still stunned that game went under, especially in the fashion that it did, because those were two of the better offenses in the CFL. Actually, Hamilton struggled, but that was BC is one of the best offense in the league, and they looked terrible last night.
Yeah, that's a little bit concerning, but it happens. We're not really concerned. Makes us 3-8 on squad bets for the month of July. It's been wonky. We'll get it sorted out. We'll get back to even 500 by the end of the month. Sound good, Nick? I think that's a good idea. We will start it off. We'll give out the squad bet in about 20 minutes ish, as we'll talk over everything before we jump into all that. We'll say hi to the chat in just a second. If you guys have not gone and looked at the earlsportsbets.com website, go ahead and check it out. You can go earlsportsbets.com/promo. It's a 7-day pass, $49. You can use the code CFL at checkout. It'll save you 20% off the entire site. Even if you're getting cappers from Picks and Parlays, other than me and Nick, you can still go onto the Earl Sports Bet site. It helps benefit me and Nick as well when you guys go over and do that. We appreciate everybody who does do that. So we got a decent sized baseball slate today, which I like a lot of dogs, and I almost added 3 more, and I held myself back from adding Pittsburgh, Kansas City, and Oakland. It took a lot of restraints, but I did.
Those are 3 pretty bad teams. I don't know how much of a strength you really needed not to bet them.
I was very, very tempted to go and bet them today, but that's not the point. We'll go ahead. Let's go say hi to the chat real quick, and then we'll get into some baseball stuff and all that good stuff. Tate's in the chat saying thank you for holding it down. Thoughts and prayers with Lenny and fam, 100%. Hopefully everything is okay. What's up, guys? Hit the like button. I'm ready to go. Let's get it, Pedro. Back at it again. Back again, fellas. Afternoon to y'all. Afternoon to you as well. Where should we start, Nick? What are you thinking? You know what? No, we'll get to the Canadian football game in a minute. There's a couple of games that I noticed some interesting line movements.
Okay.
And first game I want to look at is the Cardinals and the Reds, which I am on the Reds. This line has moved a lot because I saw the Reds. I got them at 144, plus 144. They're sitting at plus 128 now because you get the combination of Adam Wainwright on the road, which is not particularly strong. His road numbers are far worse than his home numbers. And then you get Graham Ashcraft, which I realize has not been good lately. But his home road splits are night and day. Because he's got a 1-1 record with a 6.66 ERA in 24 innings on the road. But through 30 innings at home, a 3-1 record and a 2.67 ERA. A lot better at home for Mr. Ashcraft. I took the dog today. Today's going to be a big dog day for me. I grabbed the Mr. Ashcraft and the Reds today at home at plus money. I just think it's a good spot for him.
Yeah, I'm on the over in that game. I saw the weather for that game. It's nice, hot, humid in Cincinnati with the wind blowing out. So it's a perfect recipe for an over in this game. So I think we're going to see some runs.
Yeah, sounds good. Where's Lenny? Okay, so I didn't know whether or not he announced anything with it, so I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, dealing with the death in the family. So I'm sorry. We're all sorry for Lenny's loss and or Lenny and Mandy's loss. So he'll be back maybe Monday. We'll see. But best of luck to them over there. I don't know really how to say about it, but we get a suppness from Lex. There you go. Yes, 100%, 100%. Yep. Yeah, not good. I took the over in that one. Yep. Allie, now okay. I didn't watch Morningwood. I was getting all of my stuff hung up and everything, so I didn't watch Morningwood at all. Good to know that they announced it. So that's cool. That's cool. Any games that Nick you want to talk about in specific? Because I know there's a bunch of good games on the slate, and if anybody has any questions about any of the games, go ahead, leave them in the comments below. Dave Tarkowski is saying the Cardinals. I can't back them after, especially how big of a line movement this has been. I can't. I'm not backing the Cardinals today. But Nick, any games that you really want to look at?
Yeah, I was looking at one here that I end up that is a play I actually do like, and I did a free pick video for it last night. I'm on the Cubs in the first 5 on the money line here, and one thing I've noticed with this game is that believe this line just looked off, and it showed with the way the lines move because I'm seeing 79% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is in on the Phillies in this one yet, but this line opened up around minus 150. It's gone down to around minus 130, minus 132 at some spots. Um, yeah, I think that this is a little bit of a trap spot here for the Phillies. And I do like the Cubs. Look for teams that are coming in off the All-Star break that are going to be sellers at the trade deadline. I think this is a good time to back those teams because we're going to see teams try to raise their stock for their trades and try to get out of those cities. So teams like Chicago with players like Wilson Contreras and Ian Happ and stuff like that. Uh, Even Washington with Juan Soto and Josh Bell is another one. Maybe CJ Crone over in Colorado is another one. Volgobach in Pittsburgh's another one. To players that you think might get traded during the trade deadline, Trey Mancini for the Orioles. Look for player props with them as well, and look for those teams that look to be sellers at the deadline to all of a sudden have some players step up when it's time to make some trades, maybe trying to get out of those cities. So I think that you can look at these bottom dweller teams to show up the next little bit. So I like the Cubbies here in the first 5 innings.
Hey, I'm not gonna. That one was just I couldn't get near that one. I know there's been a lot of weird lines, and if I'm betting a bunch of the dogs, I probably should have added the Cubs to my card. But this is just not a game I got involved in. No, I didn't even. I don't even think I sniffed that one.
Yeah.
So just stayed away from that one completely. Yes, condolences, 100%. Phillies line movement crazy. Yes. Well, no, there's been no line movement. That's the concerning factor. Is there's been no line movement. So I don't know. How do you feel about the Minnesota line moving? I love it. I got Minnesota at plus 3.5. I said they should have been a favorite. I think that they've been playing a really good basketball, and then all of a sudden now they're 1.5 point favorites. This is 100% a spot that I went after the Lynx today. That was my favorite bet from the WNBA minus the Sky, but I like the Sky to win the entire thing. But at this point, I don't know if I could really get to that game anymore. Phillies money line, no. Mercury game over. Which one was Mercury again? Mercury, I believe that was against the Storm. I'm going to say no. I'm not really sure with I didn't bet any totals in the WNBA today, which is weird because normally I've been a big totals person, but no totals for me in the WNBA. Mariners, yes. Brewers, sure. And the game over. I'm going to say no to the red, to the game over, just because I feel like in order to do that, you're going to have to ask Colorado to score at least 3-4 runs. I don't know if I can. Terry's in the stream, in the chat, saying smash the like button. Welcome, Terry. Welcome. Under the 159. for the Minnesota game. Yeah, I could see it. Because Connecticut's a big defensive team. So, yeah, I could see that. Minnesota is not a high-scoring team themselves. They've gone under in their last 2 games, 3 out of their last 5. One of the games went over because of overtime. Well, it went into that one went into 3 overtimes or whatever, but it still didn't work. But it still would have went over in regulation. I would have to lean towards the under in this point. If anything, maybe tease the under in Minnesota. That could be an interesting idea, but I'm not going after that game anymore. I already have Minnesota plus 3.5. They're favored by 1 point now. Yeah, that's some crazy line movement. 100% crazy line movement. The books say the Cubs or Reds will win, or both. I think both of them could win tonight. I think the Reds win straight up. I think the Reds win like 6-3 or something tonight. I think if you went Reds,
let's go 7-3. Let's go 7-3. At least push my 10. Thank you very much.
Okay, you know what I meant. I think they win by multiple. I just like Ashcraft at home more than I like Wainwright on the road. So, Mets, Padres, first 5 under. I'm gonna say no. And the only reason why is I could see this game being a 4-0 game in the third, where the Mets are up 4-0. Because Yu Darvish on the road, not a team I want to back. Yu Darvish at home, yes. On the road, absolutely not. I think he gets lit up tonight. I don't think he goes too far into the game. I will even lean an over for that game in general at 6.5 or 7 or whatever it is. Yes. Okay. Corbin Burns over 7.5 strikeouts. Sure. I don't see why not. Doesn't Colorado strike out a lot, Nick?
I can get those stats up for you real quick.
We'll get back to that one in a minute. Lynx only favorites by 1 now. Well, they were 3.5-point dogs. So saying that they're only favored by 1, they're favorites in general. So that's still crazy line movement. Guardians money line, yes. Mets, yes. Angels are best bets in that game. You can get that one on the Eurosportsbets.com website.
Actually, the Rockies are one of the more patient teams in baseball. They've struck out the 6th least amount of times. The only teams that have struck out less than them are the Guardians, the Nationals, the Astros, the Royals, and the Mets.
There you go. So no to the Corbin Burns. Even though he's been phenomenal, we're going to say no to it. All right. There's one, and I think we tagged on it a little bit. Houston and Seattle. And I know we said we weren't going to bet Seattle right after the All-Star break. I have to.
So you're on Seattle right off the All-Star break, aren't you?
I have to. The only reason why, I like Marco Gonzalez. I've been on Marco Gonzalez for a while now. And your Jose Urquidy has faced the Seattle Mariners, I think, 3 times this year, has gone 13 innings and has a over 10 ERA. Yeah, this is a guy I wanted to go and fade, especially Houston, coming off of a long trip after sweeping the series versus the Yankees yesterday. I think it's a really rough spot for him. And it's the same way with Baltimore against the Yankees later on the slate as well. I like the 2 home dogs because Houston traveled from Houston to Seattle. Yankees traveled from Houston to Baltimore. Both the other teams had days off or have had off since Sunday. I think it's a good spot for both those dogs to keep. Yes, Seattle has the 14-game win streak. I think they win tonight. I think they lose tomorrow because on the mound tomorrow.
Don't they face Justin Verlander tomorrow?
It's Verlander tomorrow. So I will probably be back in Houston tomorrow as long as the line's not outrageous. But this is the 15th for Seattle before they ultimately start to not have their winning streak anymore. I still think Seattle, I looked at the odds, 11-1 to win the AL. I still really like that. I think there's value there. Dad's coming in. Hey guys, nice background, Tim. Yes, I got the jersey up and running. Dad came over and helped me set it all up. So, yep, got jersey, rat, beardy, llama. So got my setup all good now. So I'm happy. I feel like the Pirates and Nationals will be dogs of the day.
I like the Nationals a little bit. I might add them later. They're interesting. I know Patrick Corbin's been better as of late. That's one thing that I have noticed. Maybe he's looking to get traded or something. But he's been better than Gallen as of late. And I think maybe this trade, or not the trade deadline, but the All-Star break was positive for the Nationals.
Yeah, I did not bet the Pirate team. I took the Diamondbacks run line. So if I get burned, it's plus money. I'm not laying minus 170 on the Diamondbacks.
No, the Diamondbacks should be minus 170 versus nobody.
Yeah, exactly. But Pirates, I could see. I almost added the Pirates, the Royals, and the A's to my card. I almost did. So I'm not going to talk you off of the Pirates. I took Mariners. Can't fade the Yankees right now, even though I did see the Cardinals sin of betting Houston game 2 last night. I bet the over in that game, so I was happy with that one. I could fade the Yankees right now. Baltimore's been hot. Yes, I know it's after the All-Star break now. They had a couple of days off, but Baltimore's been good, especially at home, and the Yankees are coming off of getting swept in a doubleheader. I think there's no way the Yankees lose 3 games in a row, right? There's no way. Not a chance. No. I think they lose tonight. In the street, rats are bad. Well, in my house, I have rats as pets, so it happens. Mariners, yes. Dodgers, laid off that game. Red Sox, yes. Orioles, yes. 14 round robin. I like it. I will say I have a 5-team round robin today, which includes the Reds, the Orioles, the Red Sox, the Mets run line, and our best bet. So I'm running a round robin today too, so hopefully that works out for us. You took the under in the Pirates game. Yeah, why not? It's taken 3 weeks for the Marlins to score a run. So, no, I'm kidding. It's been 3 games since they've scored a run, though. What do you think about the FanDuel Happy Hour boost? I don't have FanDuel. It's not legal in my state. I don't have any legal books in my state. But hopefully it's going on. If you let me know what it is, I'll let you know. D-backs run line. Yes. Reds run line. Minus 1.5 or plus 1.5? I'm not taking the plus 1.5. I think that's juicy.
For round robin,
plus 130. Minus 130 for the plus 1.5. I'm not. You know what? That's fine. Patrick Corbin over 4.5 strikeouts. I'm guessing 3-pick round robin. I'm not going to talk you off of it. I like those plays. Should we give out the squad bet, Nick?
Yeah, why not?
Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream, by the way, if you guys haven't already, because we're going to give you the squad bet. I know squad bet has not been good, and if you guys faded in July, you guys are making some money. Nick, we're going to go back to the Canadian Football League for it, right?
Yeah, we're going to stay away from baseball for right now.
Okay, there you go.
Yep, that's our play. Oh, you want me to break this down?
Yes,
okay.
There you go.
For me, looking at this one, I also like the Elks in this spot, but this Elks team has been a dead over team. Every single week, they just give up points, and they've gone over in 4 straight games. And the one game they've gone over in 5 of 6. The one game they did not go over. They only gave up 26 against Saskatchewan on the road, Saskatchewan when they're on the road. Is just not a good offense. They're 9th in the league in points allowed. They're 9th in the league in rushing yards allowed. They're 8th in the league in total yards allowed. They're last in the league in turnovers. And on the other side, I mean, I can see them putting up points. We've seen their offense click a little bit. Other than that one game against Edmonton, against Calgary last week, they clicked for 31 points against the Montreal Alouettes. Cornelius looked better, and now obviously the Alouettes are a team I'm going to look to play team total overs and full game overs against probably for a decent chunk of the year. But with this Edmonton team, they're going to put up points, and I think this could be a little bit of a flat spot here. This could be one of those backdoor cover games. I like Edmonton plus the points. I like Edmonton team total over. I bet all of those, and I think that Edmonton puts up at least 3 touchdowns, and that's all. I feel like that's all you truly need here is 3 touchdowns from the Elks to put the
Who first? You froze.
Yeah, that was weird. All of a sudden, it kicked me out.
Cool.
But yeah, like I was saying, I think all we really need is 21 to 24 points from the Elks, and I think we see this game go over the total. So I like the over 48. I see this as a 27-24 type of game tonight.
There you go. I'm not gonna argue with that one. Back to the chat for a minute. Nerfy round robin. All right. A's, sure. Rockies, sure. Braves, sure. And the Mets, no. I do not see the Mets. I'm sorry. I could see the Mets tagging up Yu Darvish for 2 to 3 runs in the first inning. So yeah, I like 3 out of the 4 of those. Sorry, I'm late to the stream and I didn't see this morning's show. But are you guys confident in the Blue Jays run line? No, yeah. I'm on the Red Sox.
I'm on the Blue Jays first 5 minus the half a run.
I'm on the Red Sox full game money line. I cannot back Gausman, who's 3-8, or Toronto's 3-8 in his last 11 starts.
See, I'm not asking them to win the game, though. I'm just asking them to win the first 5. And I think Gausman has a nice pitching advantage over Eovaldi in this spot as well. And Toronto is one of those teams where I'm expecting the All-Star break to be a positive thing for them. This could be a decent buy-low spot because I think if we were looking at this game a month ago, this would be minus 150 in favor of the Blue Jays, minus 160. So I think that this is a spot here where it's a buy-low spot. They've struggled as of late. I think that they wake up after this All-Star break. And I think this Blue Jays team could be a little bit of a bet-on team. Because I remember I was fading them down the stretch. But this is a spot here where I think that we can see a little bit of a turnaround here.
I like Anthony Eovaldi. I'll say I like Anthony Eovaldi. I really do. I think he's a solid pitcher. Before he got injured, he was rocking and rolling with a 3 ERA. And he was a big factor in why this why Boston went on a nice streak. So no, I do like Boston in this matchup. Nick likes the Blue Jays first 5. I think the Boston takes care of the full game.
Yeah, sorry, I heard knocking at the door.
You're good. And to finish off my day, a unit on the squad play. Let's get it. Braves go under 7. Our best bets in that game, so I'm gonna just not answer that one. So our best bet in that game is on the allsportsbets.com website. Jays Sox. I like the Sox. Jays Sox an under game. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think it's an under game. What's the total? 9? I don't know. We'll see.
I kind of want to see what 2 teams have done against each other so far this year, over/under wise. Let's take a look. When they play Boston.
Mets game, first 500. No, I think the Mets tag up Yu Darvish for pretty heavy to start off the second half. Yu Darvish is not good on the road. I don't think it's a good spot. Do y'all think
played 10 games this year? 6 have gone under, 4 have gone over.
Okay. What do y'all think about the over 5.5 Cardinals first 5? All I could say is if you're taking an over, take it full game so that you get some of that bullpen.
Reds bullpen.
You want some of the bullpen. So no, I don't do first 5 overs.
No. First 5 unders, full game overs.
Okay. I'm going to Mexico for the weekend. I got to put picks in today for tomorrow. Can you guys recommend 2 picks for me? For tomorrow?
I haven't looked at tomorrow's slate yet.
Yikes.
And on Sunday, there's Saskatchewan and Toronto. And I need to see who's playing that game because Saskatchewan's got COVID issues that can potentially see their top 2 quarterbacks get sidelined for that game. So if we can get their backup quarterback to test negative for the COVID, then I'll look more towards Saskatchewan at a pick'em price at home where they play a lot better. But at this moment, I can't bet anything this weekend at this moment.
There you go. It's an under game. The Mets one? I don't think so. Nick, do you think the Mets game is an under game? I think it's not.
I think that it could be 4-3 and finish exactly 7. And I think it could be 5-2 and finish exactly. I don't know. This could finish 5-3. This could finish 4-2. Like I can see it going either way. So I have no interest in that total.
Fair enough. What's up, Twins? Cashed the under in the early game yesterday and the Fever plus 17.5 last night. Because if there's one thing there, because there's three things in life that's guaranteed: death, taxes, and Las Vegas not playing 40 minutes of basketball. So yes, Fever plus 17.5, even though they were down 24 going into the fourth. I wasn't worried. Yes, condolences to Lenny and his family, 100%. Confident in betting Scherzer for Cy Young even after his break? No, he's missed too much time. Unless he goes off and puts some crazy numbers up, and then you would need Alcantara to really fall off. Gonsolin's already starting, and Musgrove's already starting to fall off. But no, I don't think that Scherzer is going to be. I don't want to say eligible, but I don't think he's going to be able to have enough to win the Cy Young. No. White Sox first 5. No. I like Cleveland today. I'm fading Lucas Giolito. So
yeah, but if we're looking at there we go, player awards. If we're looking at Cy Young things, I'm not looking at betting the NL anything right now.
No, because Alcantara's
I will look at betting the AL, and I think Shohei Ohtani or Dylan Cease are worth a shot at 7-1 and 10-1. As much as I love McClanahan, I saw someone bring something up earlier in a show I was watching that was kind of interesting. We're getting close to the career high in innings pitched for Shane McClanahan.
Which means he's going to not be able to go as far.
Which means dead arm and arm fatigue can be two very real things that we're going to have to see McClanahan deal with towards the end of the season.
That's what I was talking about with Gonsolin earlier in the year.
So Ohtani and Cease are two pitchers I really like to win the Cy Young Award.
There you go.
If you're getting away from the favorites.
The White Sox first 5, no, I like Cleveland today. Fair enough. Thank you. Of course. I think the Mets game goes over the 7, kind of low, and they can get the Darvish, I think. Yes, 100%. Yep. 100%. But the thing is, you're going to need 6 runs from the Mets at least. That White Sox can get over 8. Those pitchers give up runs. Yes. Scherzer over strikeouts. I am tempted. Nick, what are the strikeout numbers for the Padres?
Middle of the pack, they've struck out 767 times, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th in the MLB.
Okay, so I was going to say maybe I could try to ladder Scherzer strikeouts, but I'm not going to do that. You guys are fading too many of my picks. Not trying to. I bet all my stuff last night. So minus the Red Sox. I bet the Red Sox earlier this morning, along with who else did I bet earlier this morning? I had to bet the WNBA games earlier this morning because it didn't pop up. But we don't try to fade your plays. We just have them up. We just do our stuff at night so that we can get all of our work done. So, Nick, anything else that we want to touch upon before we head on out? Because it's going to be a little bit of we've gone about half an hour. Once again, squad bet, Edmonton, Winnipeg over the 48 points. I believe CFL is on a 11-2 run for overs.
Yeah.
So heavy overrun. We're going to expect to see more points tonight in that Edmonton game. Anything else you want to tag on?
I don't mind Edmonton team total over 20.5 in the full game, or in plus 7.5 as well.
There you go. But that should very much be it for today. We'll wrap it up a little bit early for the weekend. Big weekend, just a lot of baseball again. So hopefully you do well. Check out the EuroSportsBets.com website. We're on a 17-7 run for WNBA. You get the lines early, which can make a big difference. If you guys have the package and grabbed the plays last night when I put them up, the links were plus 3.5. Now they're minus 1.5. So you beat a 5-point line movement. Those are just some of the smaller things that we do when it comes to the site and everything. So go ahead and check it out, EarlSportsBets.com. You could get the 7-day pass, $49. Need a good bet. Take the squad bet. That's the Edmonton over. And then my favorite play that's not in baseball is the Chicago Sky. Nick, did we get anything from Boom?
No, I was going to say, I just messaged my personal handicapper for the UFC. We'll see. But,
Gil, if we get any answers, we'll mention them tomorrow during the ESB show at 10 a.m. There's no game time tomorrow. Or if you're in, let's see, are you in our chat? You're not in the Aerial Sports Bet. But if you go ahead and follow us on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or any of those, Bets Earl or Earl Sports Bets for either one of those platforms, then DM us and we'll let you know whenever we get the answers from Boom. But most likely, if he gives us an answer, he probably might give us tonight, Nick, and we'll let him. We'll let him know. We'll let you guys know tomorrow because he did go 3-0 in his last UFC card and everything. So we'll let you guys know about that tomorrow. I'm sorry we didn't get the plays yet, but that should pretty much wrap it up for today. Make sure you guys check out the Max Wagers Network. Higgs at noon. Allie at 1, Just Parlays at 2, the Football Power Hour at 3, and Game Time Decision at 5. There's also the soccer show that's at 4. If you guys are interested in soccer, that's also a nice show. I watch that from time to time. He's pretty sharp with his soccer stuff. So, but that should pretty much wrap it up. Squad bet for today will be Edmonton and Winnipeg over the 48. It's going to wrap it up. And we'll see you guys on Monday for some more Game Time Decision. Good luck, guys. Okay.